Welcome, sports fans, to another NFL preview. This time it's the Colts and the Chiefs. Let's begin. I have my good friend and partner Taylor with me to break down the film, and that's what we're going to do. How are you today, buddy?
Good, you?
Dude, I'm good. I mean, I'm ready for some football, honestly. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we saw these teams in the playoffs, Andrew Luck pulled off one of the greatest comebacks of all time. That's what we're actually watching right now. This is the most interesting game to me because this is like the two best quarterbacks in the league, and this is like the first time we've seen Andrew Luck play at this level since pretty much those playoffs, and it's crazy because like they meet again. This year was definitely a comeback season for Luck and the Colts. As I've talked about extensively in previous videos, the Colts O-line has been incredibly dominant recently. They've been at it for at least the last half of the season. Taylor, what do you look for from this game, and what are you looking for like the victor? Like who do you think is going to win? And what are you looking for actually player-wise, matchup-wise?
Well, it's definitely going to be a shootout between the two quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, as we can see, is a gunslinger, scores lots of touchdowns. Andrew Luck, he just doesn't get touched, period. And that's a giant help for him. The big X factor is what defense is going to show up, basically, when you have this type of matchup.
That's a good point.
And
like
as
Darius
everybody
Leonard
pretty much knows that follows us, I love defense. So whichever team decides to show up, and I know Kansas City's is, I would say, weaker than the Colts. The Colts has been swinging around. They've definitely been coming around and being more strong and, stiff towards the back end of the defense. Darius Leonard, the rookie, he is a stud.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's interesting to think about when you think about like the Colts, because they have, they've been so bad for the last couple of years, and the Chiefs have been so good. But the thing about the Chiefs is like this game that we're watching right now, where the Chiefs, they started out really strong, and then I'll skip forward a little bit to where Andrew Luck comes back and just wins the game, takes over the game, and they win. I mean, this is obviously 4 years ago, so it's a long time ago. Doesn't matter. It's totally different. And on the Chiefs side of the ball, not only are the Colts a different team, but have a better pass rush potentially. They have the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. So talk about Patrick Mahomes for a second. In his 50 touchdown season that started out the season on fire, hasn't cooled off at all. Taylor, tell me about Patrick Mahomes for you. I know we talked about him before.
I mean his weapons, Tyreek Hill, he'll burn any corner. He just burns them. He's so fast. And he's got, I would say pretty good hands too. For typically you don't get that. I remember watching Ted Ginn come out, and we thought he'd burn corners and be a great receiver. Well, he just didn't have the hands. He still does it, but he just didn't have the hands like he did.
Yeah.
Tyreek's got, I think, way better hands than him.
Kelsey's emerged.
And then, awesome. I was going to say Travis Kelce. You can just either throw it up to him or throw it in a tight gap, and his hands will just bring it down. He's a big, strong tight end. Solid hands. You can always rely on him. The only thing that the downfall is, I know he did the ability to be able to check down to Kareem Hunt. That was, Kareem, he'd catch it behind the line of scrimmage and he'd just make plays.
It's a devastating loss, It's really sad.
Yeah, even coming out of the backfield, and he'd be running a streak down the seam, and you could just toss it up to him and he was gone. So I know I would say Patrick Mahomes has struggled since Kareem's actually been out, but he's still obviously really good.
When you have probably the number one quarterback this year, at least statistically, and you have the number one tight end and probably maybe the number one receiver too, does defense even matter? Do the Colts even have a chance here? Who wins?
I've been picking the Colts. I hope to see the Chiefs win just because Andy Reid's been so unsuccessful in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would like to see that too, actually.
The last time he went anywhere far was when it was McNabb and Owens and, all those guys with the Eagles, and then they lost Tom Brady and the Patriots.
This is the two youngest, most talented teams in the playoffs right now, as far as their stars go. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely say, like you asked me, if defense really matters. Yeah, it matters. I mean, if you can shut down Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, you're probably going to win.
If you can get to Mahomes, you might, keep him off the field.
Yeah, and that's the other thing with the Colts. You definitely have to get to Andrew Luck because nobody has been. I kept up. I was actually at the casino, so I wasn't really watching the entire Colts not the Colts. The Colts and the. Who did they play first? I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Oh, the Colts played the Texans last week.
Texans.
Yeah,
yep. And I kept paying attention to it, and they just could not sack Andrew Luck.
Yeah, with J.J. Watt and Jadavion. That's incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, Bernard McKinney.
Wow. That's a good point.
They just couldn't. I mean, if you don't get to him, he's just going to pick you apart. You give him time, any good quarterback will do that to you.
I feel like this is going to be a complete shootout.
And it just might be. But like I said, that defense on the Colts has definitely been stepping up. So if they can fluster, of course I shouldn't say that because we've seen him throw it left-handed, and we've seen him make some plays like Brett Favre used to do when I was a kid.
This is his first season starting. He throws 50 touchdowns. That's unbelievable. I mean, it's his second year. He's not a rookie, but wow. That's shocking. And
I think the big way the Chiefs win, like I said, I hope they do because I like Andy Reid, I like Patrick Mahomes. But I think the way they win is they have to get out and ahead early.
Yeah.
And by big, I'm talking 14, 10 points. They have to get out, and I still wouldn't even trust that because, like you showed earlier, Andrew Luck, just that comeback that he had against them a few years back. So
that was remarkable. He just came back and took the team on his shoulders and couldn't miss a pass. He was. We'll show a lot of those highlights right now.
And I mean, and that's the thing is, I believe that game, Kansas City had a way better defense. Kansas City doesn't have a great defense. Yeah. So Andrew Luck still has that potential. I guess the big thing is get to him. And the Chiefs, I would say on the better part of their defense is the pass rush. But you get to him, you'll be good.
This will be interesting. So final pick. Who you got? You got the Colts then, or you got the Chiefs?
I'll say it this way: I picked the Colts to win, but I hope to see the Chiefs win.
I like it. Okay, that's fair.
Everyone.
That's fair. That's kind of how I felt. That's kind of how I feel about the Chargers and the Patriots. Like, I've seen the Patriots so many times, I kind of want to see the Chargers, but at the same time, I kind of feel like Tom Brady is just there's something happens whenever it's in December, January, February. He just turns on a different level. So I expect him to win.
Yes.
I mean, that's all I have. Do you have any final words about this game, my man? Or are we just gonna close it out for the day?
The only thing I would say is the big X factor for the Chiefs would be Sammy Watkins in this game.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins. He's a playmaker for sure.
I believe he's playing this game. So if he, because they're obviously going to cover Tyreek and Travis, so Sammy's going to have to step up and say, hey, you still can't count me out.
Yeah, and he can do it too. He can put the team on his back. I don't think he's ever done it in the playoffs. I haven't seen it at least, but it's very possible, and I could see it happening for sure. If that's all you have, my man, I'm gonna say everyone have a great football weekend. Enjoy the playoffs. Remember to smash that subscribe button. Smash it. I actually forgot to put I forgot to put the glass thing where the guy smashes it, but I'll have it next time. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Anyway, smash that subscribe button. Everyone have a great day, and comment why you think we're wrong in the comments. And everyone enjoy football.